When it comes to learning, I get really excited. I just think there is so much coming through now on neuroscience and how the brain learns that really we have the opportunity to empower all learners. The secret is understanding your brain and understanding how you are unique and how you learn things differently. So that's one of the great things that I think that Mindworks can contribute back to the academic world and to education and to the adult learning area of the vet sector. Very quickly, some of the things that I'd like you to understand about what we call brain-friendly training is that the training has to be real. Okay, whether this is in school learning or adult learning or in workplace learning. We have to set ourselves up, we have to set up that brain, what we call a reticular activation centre of the brain. We have to set up that sense of curiosity. We have to give people the overview of where we're going. We have to get them engaged to know that they're going to get something in for them. What's in it for them? Okay? Unique. Understanding how learners are unique. We have how people take information in. The visual learners, the auditory learners, the kinesthetic learners and the tactile learners. We understand that we now we have a left brain and a right brain tendency. But what does that mean actually in the training room? It means that we've got to do very basic things to understand, to engage these left and right brainers. So we actually have the whole brain working together. Simple things like colour, simple things like symbols. Some of the work from Tony Buzan's work on mind mapping actually help us to make sure that we hit the different unique learners. Multisensory. It's really important that our training environment stimulates the senses, because it's where the different senses where we take information in those cortexes where we store the information. So if we want to get information back, we've got to learn how to stimulate and access those different stimulants. And the best way to do that is to make sure that our training and our teaching is multisensory. Okay? Creating and consuming. This goes on what we're finding now about the brain, that 80% of the brain neurons are what we call pattern-finding neurons. So what's really incumbent on trainers and teachers that we help our students create patterns and link to existing patterns. Basically that means the 30% of the time should be on us giving them information to consume, but 70% of the learning time should be them doing something with that information. Now, state, I've looked at the state of Queensland here just to symbolise state, but really state is our mental state, that physical state, but it's a state that we want to help people interpret experiences. So what we want to do is put our learners in what we call a resourceful state, and there is such basic things but essential things that teachers and trainers need to do here. We need to know how to manipulate what we call resourceful states through our language, through our focus and through our movement, so that our students are in that process of changing state and being kept mentally alert, kept awake, and we utilise what we call the 5 key states. The state of concern, the state of wow, the state of yeah, got it, yes, and the state of healthy concern where the cortisol will start to activate a bit, where they start then to make the linkages into their real world, and then finally the state of reflection, where they take that information and then they use that in their everyday life. So they're actually opening to learn. So folks, learning is a passion for Mindworks. It's a passion to empower people, that everyone, once they know how they learn, can just get excited by it. It's not just for the academics anymore, it's understanding the brain and how the brain works. Please enjoy this page.